Alright, the next thing we'd like to do, if you were getting ready for a presentation or something, you may want to render a picture. So we're going to go into Environments, Inventor Studio. And then the tea kettle is the render image, and there's all different buttons. I'm just going to introduce you to it, show you a couple things. You can play with this, you can't break it. We're going to go into render image, okay, and here's where it helps to know how many pixels do you want your image to be. So, you know, a little bit better resolution for a computer screen or the internet is 1024 by 768, and that's going to be a little bit bigger picture. If you would want to do you know, something bigger, you can always manually type that and come up with a much higher resolution. That's getting a little bit more technical. So this is the highest resolution that's a default button, so that's what I'm going to pick. So then current view, it's going to show you what's on screen. That's what we're going to get. And then we're going to go on here. We have all these different sample lighting conditions. So like if I do current lighting, or I could go blue hue lighting, or desktop. So you see that you're getting different shadows based on what's there. If we go high contrast, I think it looks a little washed out for this particular view. But these start to make the truck look a little bit more realistic when you start adding lighting. I think one of the ones that looks the best is the shop lighting. Okay, that isn't too dark, gives me good shadows. You can also select the background. Now we don't have many options for background. There's a background button or lighting style somewhere up here. There's other places to add other backgrounds. I'm just going to leave the current background. Okay. And then the output, you have to click here, and you got to click where are you going to save it to. And let's save it as T9 truck, and then you have several options on what type of file you want to render. So let's, just to make you change it from the default, I'm going to make you save it as a JPEG file. Okay, so we'll save it as a JPEG. And then back on this option, we will do render image. And that gives us a very realistic picture of the object. And then, oh, I guess we'd have a second option to save it if we'd want to. We want to click save and make sure we save the image. Okay, so that's how you can get the truck to look a little bit more realistic. Look at all the highlights and the shadows. So that makes the truck, even though it's built on computer, look very real.